Hey everybody, happy evening. It's evening. I don't usually do a lot of evening lives, but I decided to pop on and do my Addison Unleashed day because I had some really interesting questions. Actually, today I got one really interesting question, and this question actually keeps coming up in my coaching with several of my men, and so I wanted to pop on and do this question. So actually, we're in my bed right now, but I have a mirror right here, and I kept reflecting. It was really quite weird, actually. And so instead of you getting to look in the beautiful mirror at yourselves, I decided to just shove a pillow in there, so we didn't have to look at the reflection that was up in the mirror or up in the camera. So Anyway, I hope you guys have all been having a good day. I've been all I can say is it's been a weird mood. It hasn't been a bad mood. I've just been in a very interesting mood with all the energy I did this weekend, and then just different kind of ups and downs, and then looking at solar stuff going on. And anyway, it has just been an interesting day. Not bad at all though. I was supposed to have a day packed full, but then it ended up actually I had a ton of reschedule stuff. Just a bunch of different stuff that got rescheduled, so I got a lot of work done, which is amazing since I love my work. I got to do a whole bunch of stuff. Which just felt really good. But that is not the topic for today. Guys. The topic is random sex, yay or nay. So I have several single male clients, and they've all asked me at different points, Addison, what is your thoughts on just kind of hookups, and it's not even just hookups, kind of sex without commitment, knowing that it is just an F-buddy, or it is kind of a one-night stand type thing, and what my opinion was. And first of all, it's not something I can tell you, you should do this or you shouldn't do that. That is really a moral decision you have to tune into self on. However, I do have my thoughts, and so I do want to share, because I think there is more to it than just am I going to sleep with this person or am I not going to sleep with this person? There is actually some dangers, and we go outside, and I'm talking outside of STDs and all that stuff that in high school, if you even got sex education in high school, that you were told about. So I think that our bodies were given to us for pleasure. And so if you connect at some level with somebody and you guys want to go and have some fun, enjoy some pleasure, I have no judgment about that. I think that as long as it is two willing participants, consent all the way around, then I think it can be an okay thing. Is it something that's going to give you a depth? Probably not. You're probably not going to discover a greater depth. However, there are so many adults out there, and I do mean actually some of the older generations that went into marriages, and I hear so many stories about people who got married at 19 and then mid-30s, they're divorced. It didn't work out for some reason, but they've not had any sexual experiences before. They've only had sex with one person. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but there's no experience with lots of different people and exploring your body with lots of different people. I'm not saying that this has to happen. However, it actually can be very beneficial to explore your sexuality with different people, because each person has a different energy. Each person is going to attract your energy in a different way. And so if you're having sex with a new partner, you are learning yourself at a new level each time you do this. It is this beautiful experimentation ground And so do I think you should go and have meaningless hookups that, you're not prepping the woman if you're a man, and as a woman, you're just doing it to do it? No, I think that's incredibly unhealthy. However, if you are having conscious kind of hookups or F-buddies or experimenting with your sex, I actually think that's a beautiful thing to be experimenting with your sex and exploring your likes and your dislikes. Because if you got married when you were very young and you're recently divorced, or you're one of those people who didn't really jump into the dating world and didn't explore a lot, or there are still some people out there who are in their 30s, 40s, and are still virgins. So if you want to go out there and experiment and play with things, go for it, go for it. However, I do want to say that I'm not going to go and have tons of random, crazy, wild sex as much as you want. There's no dangers. There's nothing wrong with it. I think on a moral level, like, that is something you have to decide. I don't see anything wrong with experimenting with your sex. Though, like I said at the beginning, there are some dangers, and we're not talking STDs here. If you want to learn that, you can Google that. Okay? We all know that there's a risk in any time we have sex, because guess what, guys? Tons of monogamous couples have STDs. So I just want you to think about that concept for a second. If they're monogamous, how are they getting an STD? Well, we won't get into cheating and the statistics and all that, but that's not the danger I'm talking about. What I'm really talking about is when you are experimenting with your sex, when you are having sex with all these different people, what you need to be conscious of is the fact that each time you are having sex with someone, you are actually taking a piece of their energy with you. So if you're having sex with someone who's incredibly angry or incredibly has this negativity within them, then you're taking a piece of that with you. And so to be very cautious of who you're having sex with. And if you are going to have some of this random, I don't even like the term random because it sounds worse, but if you're going to be experimenting with your sex, to make sure that you are verbalizing, and that goes for both sides, men and women, you're verbalizing, you're asking for what you need. That is how you make these beautiful experiences, and not something that you look back and go, I felt used, I felt discarded, I felt like I didn't really get anywhere with it. He didn't take time, she didn't take time. So some discussion might need to happen at the same time, and you need to be really strong within self to go with a new partner, whether it is a random hookup, no matter what, with a brand new partner, the first time you have sex, you need to be good within yourself enough to go, I need whatever that is. If your body's not in a state where it's ready to be penetrated for a woman, to verbalize that. If you are a man and you need to slow down or you need to speed up or you like it a different way, then to verbalize that. It's all about verbalization, and that will make a kind of hookup experience or an experimentation experience much, much healthier. And then back to the energetic piece. If you don't like someone's energy, don't take them home. If you don't like their energy, don't take them home, because you're going to end up taking them home either way. If you have sex with somebody that you don't like their energy, you're taking that energy home with you, and then you have to deal with that shit. And I was trying not to cuss, but there I go. I can't use this video for promotions anyway because it's on sex, but to really watch the energy exchange that you're getting, because whether there is ejaculation or not, you are getting an energy exchange in that. And to be very cautious with that, because you really can take that in, and you will hold that energy for potentially a very long time. So do I think that random hookups or I like to term it more experimentation is a negative thing. No, I think it actually can be a positive thing. Do I think you're going to find and explore your true depth? No, I don't. I don't think that constant hookups, constant experimentation, and that alone, only experimentation, is healthy. You do want to explore that depth. You want to explore that orgasmic energy, especially for us women. We cannot surrender at that level to a brand new partner. We're not going to be able to totally let go. And because a woman's sex starts in her heart, this is our energetic point that our sex really starts awakening. And then the genitals start awakening, where men, your polarities are flipped on that. And if you want to learn more about that, come to one of my Tantra classes. Or see me for one-on-one coaching. But and men, the same thing. You're not going to be able to get into your heart at all. So you're not going to experience this beautiful orgasmic energy. You're not going to be experiencing some of the beautiful depths that, I don't care how much you have studied or practiced or how long you have been with your partner, you can always go to a deeper depth in your sexing. Our sexing is incredibly, incredibly rich with elements to learn about self and our partners. So no, if you're in a hookup, you're not going to get that. However, it can be a beautiful learning experience. And so use it like that. Use it as a beautiful learning experience. Learn it. Use it. Sorry, my brain must be a little addled today. Use it as a way to learn to connect energetically with different partners and to try different techniques and to slow things down or speed things up and potentially try new things. Now, with that, don't go and try like the craziest, wildest thing you've ever thought of, because again, there's safety involved and all that. But do I think having an F buddy is a bad thing? No, I really don't. Actually, I think it can be beautiful and fun and playful, and especially if you keep that person around, then it can be more than just a person in your life you're using for sex. It can develop into a relational style all its own. So it might not have that label of like, okay, this is going to be a committed relationship, or you are one of my partners. No, it can be more of like, yeah, this is a friend that I have sex with and we have a beautiful relationship like this and it works. Though you would have to work on some of those dynamics, which I'm not going to go into in this video. But I think that you really have to think for yourself if you are a yay or a nay with kind of sexual experimentation or random kind of partners. And if you decide to do this, to just be very aware and cognizant of the energies you're bringing into your life. Definitely some of the actual like sexual health stuff, to make sure that you have some conversation about certain things, especially while you are having sex. Communication, verbalization, slow things down if you need, setting boundaries, all that stuff. It can be amazing to practice all of these things with a partner, but you're not going to get that depth. So if you want that depth, if you're really craving that depth, you are going to have to find something a little bit more connective, something that is more continual. So maybe not committed, but definitely something where you both are learning each other at a deeper level. Whatever that dynamic is, there are so many different relationship dynamics as far as friends or lovers or if you get into like polyamory. So we're not going to get into all of that, but I think you really have to decide for self if you're okay with multiple partners, and to really think about why you're not if you say no, and why you are if you think that you're yes. So that is that's my thoughts on that. So go enjoy your sex, enjoy your pleasure, enjoy that beauty, because our bodies were meant to be enjoyed, experienced with a level of recognition of how sacred our sex truly is and how opening it is to so many areas of our life. And I am going to go take a nice hot bath, I think, since I'm not seeing my lover tonight. He canceled. So I'm going to go take a nice hot bath all by myself. No. I'm going to go enjoy a good meditation and a hot bath. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another Addison Unleashed. If you are in the DFW area, check out my Seeing the Other Side workshop, an experiential journey into your sex. It's going to be an amazing workshop. So go check that out. It's not done anywhere else. I don't share these techniques anyplace else. It is going to be a way for you to embody yourself at a new level that you've never embodied yourself before. So go check that out. It's on my webpage, or if you just scroll down in my feed, if you are watching this on Facebook, then you can check that out. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll make sure to put a link. So, love you all, and I'm sending you all love, light, and blessings, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.